what we did is we got started in Garden Railway. We started with the tunnel as the low spot of the railroad and build it up from there and use as much track as we could in the space that we had. Now we have the pond, a tunnel, a number of trestles and bridges, and then they're all handmade. Use redwood and just cut it out on a 2x4, or pardon me, cut it out with a table saw. And no specific designs, just make up what looks good at the moment. Concrete pavers, it's resting on a bed of sand, and then the pavers are laid down, the wider ones on the bottom, and then about 12 by 12 inch pavers on the side and top. They were glued together, and then we put plastic sheeting over it, heavy gauge plastic, like for pond liners, and covered it with dirt and made a mountain. Put in rocks and all that kind of stuff. We have lots of rocks here. Didn't have to buy rocks to fill up the yard with rocks.
How about the pond?
Now the pond is a pre-built one of those free-form or plastic ponds.
Oh, those blue things?
Yeah, it's a dark, I guess it's a dark gray. And they're typical little garden ponds. They're too shallow for fish because in the summertime the water would get too hot. In the wintertime it's not a problem. You could put in fish now and they would survive over the winter quite well. But unless it's shaded, you need about minimum of 2.5 to 3 foot depth at some point to keep the water cold. This engine is the Bachmann consolidation at 280 with sound, and we've had it for a year or so, maybe 2 years. And it has a mixed freight and passenger consign there. We have the V&T Railway Express baggage car and then a white passing Yukon combine with passenger and freight. The bridge is hand-built out of redwood again, and it's set up with the ties on top. It's not for the store-bought plastic ties and tracks. We cut our own ties, use code 250 aluminum rail, code 250 meaning it's 250 thousandths of an inch or 1/4 of an inch in height. It's the more common one is the 332 that you buy in the stores for a lot of the trains, but we like this because it's closer to scale. This is a Pola building. It's a freight building. Some of the things on there are handmade. Most are store-bought. Little knickknacks you can buy at whether it's Walmart or whoever, or the hobby shops and so forth. The wooden building my wife built, that's hand-built, all wood, using sandpaper roof there. The doors and windows are plastic, and of course the figures are store-bought. Some of the little lightweight buildings are styrene, and then the large engine house to the back, we built that, and that's all wood, and going to re-roof it here shortly, put a better style roofing on. Not pleased with that, but the construction is quite good and replicates some of the old style engine houses with a shop on the side.
How many engines can you run at once?
Well, we can run obviously one, anywhere from 2 to 3. We don't have anything other than radio control on the power supply, so that engines of the same manufacturer have roughly the same speed, and you can control them with that. When we're done with an exhibit, all the buildings and figures, of course the track and all that stays down, but we just pull the engines and cars and buildings inside and put them away in storage. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half to set up, and a little less than that to tear down.
And the track holds up in the weather?
Oh yes, the track has been down since September in 1999. That was our Golden Spike ceremony. So when you put one in, you remember that every square foot of railroad is that much less to mow. So you want to put in as big a railroad as you can.